a list that audiences around the world have given a thumbs up to. These have received top ratings on IMDb, and their craze hasn't faded even today. If, like me, you're also addicted to Hollywood series, then make sure to watch this video till the end, because today I've brought you the top 10 most world-famous web series, without which the world of web series is incomplete. And yes, this video is just the beginning, because as a bonus, there's also a newly added series that has outshined everyone as soon as it arrived. Here, crime isn't just played with weapons, but with the mind. And the master of that game is the story that comes in at number 10. It showed the whole world that when the mission is strong, even theft becomes an art. I'm talking about Money Heist, the series that came out in 2017, which not only broke the internet, but also carved out a special place in people's hearts. The heartbeat of this story is the professor, a mastermind who devised a plan to rob the Royal Mint of Spain, that is, the place where the country's currency is printed. A plan that is not only dangerous, but also mathematically genius. Now just imagine, when there's logic behind a plan, a mastermind leading the team, and a rebellion rising against the system, what do you think will happen? The team is made up of people whose pasts are tied to crime. But now, they've become legends. Tokyo, Berlin, Nairobi, each character is a revolution in themselves, and when they come face to face with the police, it's not just a fight, it becomes an emotional, strategic, and thrill-filled battlefield. With every episode, the suspense keeps building. At every turn, there's a new twist, and no matter how much you want to, you just can't go back. IMDb rating 8.2, available in Hindi dubbed, streaming on Netflix. And yes, it contains bold scenes, nudity, and quite a bit of graphic violence, which makes it purely for adults, so don't make the mistake of watching it with your family. And yes, don't leave just yet, because at number 6 and number 2, there's going to be such a blast that you might just say, man, I should have watched this earlier. So make sure to like if you're enjoying it so far, and comment to let me know which series is your all-time favorite. At number 9 is a series where you get to see a cocktail of history, blood, and revenge. Spartacus might be playing on the screen, but keep one small thing in mind. This series is strictly 18+. There's nudity, brutal violence, and very intense scenes, so don't make the mistake of watching it with your family. Alright, now let's move on to number 8. A story filled with myth, war, and emotion that sets the screen on fire. Vikings, released in 2013, IMDb rating 8.5, available in Hindi. Platform, Netflix. Now imagine a world where every day begins with bloodshed, and every night ends with a new conquest. This is the story of Ragnar
Scandinavia's most dangerous
from
Viking.
being an ordinary
While others
farmer.
fight just for the sake of fighting, Ragnar fights to change his destiny. It features tales of gods, earth-shattering battles, and politics so treacherous that you never know when a friend might turn into an enemy. Vikings isn't just a series, it's a legend that every mythology and war lover should watch. And the good thing is, the series is fully available in Hindi dubbed on Netflix. But yes, it also contains plenty of brutal violence and nudity, so it's better to avoid watching it with family. And there are still series left on the list that are filled with serial killers, murder mysteries, and the world of suspense. So stay tuned, because number 7 will take you into the life of a man for whom murder had become a habit. This is the story of a person who loved blood since childhood, and for whom murder was just a game. Dexter. IMDb rating 8.6, available in Hindi. Platform, JioCinema. Now just imagine a man who works in the police forensics department by day and becomes a serial killer by night. But the twist is that he only kills bad people. That is, criminals who manage to escape the law, but not Dexter. The biggest highlight of this series is its dark tone, its intense suspense, and Dexter's charm that will leave you confused about whether you like him or fear him. The series is packed with psychological thrills, murder mysteries, and many intense moments that will compel you to hit next episode after every episode. But keep in mind, this series is 100% 18+. It's full of gore, violence, and disturbing visuals, so it's better to watch it alone. If your mind is already a bit blown, just wait, because the series at number 6 literally kept people up at night. By the way, if you haven't liked the video yet, go ahead and give it a thumbs up from the heart and just wait. The next series is going to be even more mind-blowing. So get ready, the next big hit is waiting for you. So with a rating of over 9, it's dominating, so don't pause the video here. The next one is going to be wild. Now we're slowly reaching that part of the list where every series has become a cult classic in its own right. And at number 5 is a gang that rules not just the streets of London, but also people's minds. Peaky Blinders. Released in 2013, IMDb rating 8.8 by the way. Now also available in Hindi dub. 4 seasons streaming on Netflix. Now get ready to enter the world of a gang that not only rules the streets of London, but also takes over your mind. This is the story of post-war Birmingham in the 1920s, where the law existed only on paper, and the real game was a blend of power, crime, and intelligence. Here before you is Thomas Shelby, a mastermind who, dressed in a suit and wearing a razor blade cap, overcomes every tough situation in his own unique style. This isn't just any series, it's an ultra-stylish rebellion. Every episode opens mind games and just like politics, conspiracies, political alliances, betrayals, brutal action. You won't get a moment's peace. Cinematic visuals. Every scene feels like a luxury crime thriller. And listen carefully. The Hindi dub is now available for the entire season. So don't stop, just binge watch it. Keep your popcorn ready. Warning, it contains a heavy dose of violence, crime, and dark emotions. So it's best to binge it either with friends or alone. But listen to this carefully. Stay tuned till the end, because at the end of the video, there's that 2024 series which, with a 9.2 IMDb rating, stands above all the rest. Number 4. A series that was recently dubbed in Hindi and has captivated people with its psychological depth and slow burn thriller vibes. Mindhunter 2017, IMDb 8.6, now available in Hindi on Netflix. Now just imagine, if a killer never feels any remorse but instead proudly confesses to their crimes, would you be able to understand their state of mind? In Mindhunter, 2 FBI agents delve into the minds of serial killers to understand their psyche. And on this journey, what you'll encounter is unsettling silence, slow-building tension, and moments that will leave you thinking for hours. This is not your typical crime thriller. It's about that fear which quietly seeps deep inside. And yes, the entire series is now available in Hindi, so you'll understand it better and feel it more. Now tell me, are you ready for the next number 3? Now it's time for the series that's the ultimate in crime psychology and slow burn thrill. The entry of number 3 is truly legendary. Better Call Saul 2017, IMDb rating 9.0, available in Hindi on Netflix. A lawyer who calls himself clever, but his moves are even sharper than the law itself. Jimmy McGill, an ordinary lawyer, but circumstances turn him into that name you've heard before. Saul Goodman, the same cunning lawyer from Breaking Bad. But this series isn't just a straightforward spin-off. It's a character study, where in every episode you'll see things you might have experienced in your own life. Struggles, compromises, and those decisions that change a person. Its storytelling is so deep that some people even consider it better than Breaking Bad. And now the entire series is available in Hindi as well. Which means every emotion, every dialogue is now even closer to you. But warning, this show is a bit slow-paced, so if you have patience, the payoff of this series will shake you to your core. Now, about what's coming next, I can only say this much. If you miss this, consider that you've missed out on a secret from the world of binge watching. Be sure to subscribe, because next time we'll be bringing you even fresher and more thrilling web series. Now, only 2 are left, and number 2 is the one that changed the very meaning of fantasy around the world. So wait. Now comes the series that made people say, after watching it, nothing else could ever feel as good. Ready for number 2, Game of Thrones, released in 2011, IMDb rating 9.2, available in Hindi on Jio Cinema. Have you ever thought that for a throne, someone kills their own brother, sacrifices their own daughter, or unleashes a dragon upon humans? Game of Thrones shows all of this, and with such twists that will blow your mind. It features 7 royal houses, an iron throne to be conquered, and everyone hungry for power. Shireen's cunning, Cersei's politics, Jon Snow's loyalty, and Daenerys' dragons. Every character is so great that you'll find yourself questioning who's right and who's wrong. And yes, this show is packed with brutal deaths, raw emotions, and an abundance of nudity. So watching it with family can be risky. But the best part is that now the entire series is available in Hindi dub on Jio Cinema. Which means every battle and every conspiracy of Westeros will now reach straight to your heart. And now, the series that holds the number 1 position on this list isn't just a show, it's an entire movement. How does an ordinary chemistry teacher become the world's most dangerous drug lord? You need to find this out. Get ready for number 1 with the next series. Number 1, Breaking Bad. 2008 IMDb 9.5. Available in Hindi on the platform Jio Cinema. Say my name. You're goddamn right. This is Walter White, an ordinary chemistry teacher who finds out he has cancer. Now, he has only a little time left and just one goal: to keep his family safe. But then, he steps into the world of drugs, and the man who once taught equations to kids in school now becomes the most dangerous meth kingpin, Heisenberg. Every episode will give you that kind of tension, as if there's a time bomb right in front of you and all you can hear is the ticking of the clock. The writing, direction, and acting in this show are all a masterclass, and now the entire series is available, dubbed in Hindi on Jio Cinema. If you haven't seen it, you've missed the purest, rawest, and most legendary form of storytelling. Now let's talk about the bonus web series. These weren't included in this list, but they are underrated legends. The Boys. 2019. IMDb 8.7. Amazon Prime. The dark truth of superheroes, intense violence, and cunning politics. In this series, the heroes are actually the villains. Daredevil. 2015. IMDb 8.6. Disney Plus Hotstar. A blind lawyer who becomes a masked vigilante at night. A perfect blend of action and emotions. Dark. 2017. IMDb 8.7. Netflix. Time travel, family secrets, and a mind-bending puzzle. If you want your mind blown, Dark is a must-watch. You. 2018. IMDb 7.7. Netflix. A love story that turns into obsession and murder. Lucifer. 2016. IMDb 8.1. Netflix. The devil himself comes to Earth and becomes a detective. Fun, romance, crime, all in one. So friends, this was our list of the top 10 most world-famous web series, plus some bonuses.